choices. Having courage to fall and stand back up, to fail and persevere. This is a journey full of surprises, excitement, joy, the spirit of unity and friendship. This is the reality show, The Nomads. Descendants of the great Huns and heroic Turks, may not a single drop of blood of hatred ever spill onto our common home. May we live in peace in the feather grass steppes under the blue sky.
Hello, I am Bakhtiar Artaev.
Hi, and I'm Lazat Chataeva. We have left our concrete jungles and smoke-filled cities to come into the wilderness of the Kazakh land to learn a bit more about our nomadic history. So join us on our exciting journey.
Welcome to the country of the nomads.
We'll show you the most vivid and interesting customs and traditions of the Kazakh culture that were developed throughout centuries and were passed down from one generation to another. We have invited 10 brave people from different cultures and countries to Kazakhstan. For the next few weeks, they will explore and experience the culture of the ancient Eurasian nomads.
We told our participants about the competition they're about to enter, but they don't know all the details.
There are two teams which will compete against each other in strength, agility and the knowledge of our traditions. Each team will consist of 5 people.
The two teams will compete for the main prize fund, 5 million tenge. The team that completes the majority of the challenges successfully will be the winner. Tribes. I'm Lazat and this is Bakhtiar. We are your mentors. You can consult with us throughout the show. We have a council of the elders and an assistant, Nokir. They will determine the progress of the competitions.
Hello everyone. Let me tell you about the main rules of conduct in our show. Because every culture and community should have their own rules and laws.
These are the butters of our show. They will accompany you further. The highest values in the Great Steppe are peacefulness, respect to each other and to the elders. You'll have to fully abide by the rules and the instructions of the Council of the Elders.
Every time you successfully fulfill a challenge, you receive a golden coin. A silver coin will be given to individual participants for endurance, good teamwork and performance.
You will not be allowed to communicate with the members of the rival team. You're only allowed to communicate with each other within the team, with us, your mentors, and the Nokir.
Any defiance will be punished, as your team will lose a golden coin for every misconduct. You'll be handed out clothing, which you will wear throughout the competition. You will give us your mobile phones for the duration of the show.
Uyalı telefonlarınızı, saatlarınızı basıp bizge tapsırasınlar.
Our participants have not only traveled long distances, but they have also traveled back in time. Some of them seem to enjoy that, and some are clearly unhappy.
Anyway, this is a challenge that is supposed to build stamina among our participants and push their limits.
I'm waiting from this show very big adventures to take a interesting experience, to get acquainted with new friends and enjoy my time here.
I think it will be very interesting to see how nomadic people were living in the earlier times here in the area of nowadays Kazakhstan.
Sonымен
From now on, you are all in the game.
kırdınız деп.
The bravest of the civilized worlds. From now on, you can leave your worlds behind. From this moment on, you represent the oldest tribes of the nation, the Sakas and the Sarmatians, who had lived on the territory of Kazakhstan before Common Era.
Al kim
Let destiny decide which tribe you'll join.
Our respected Nukir will call out your numbers and pick Asiks out of his bag.
Black Asics mean the participants will join the team of the Sarmatians, and white Asics will determine the members of the Saka team.
I'll gather the Asics in the little bag.
zorbağa salamız. Asımızı severimiz. Biz jинап. Birinci reyting sаны.
Number 1,
Екінші рейting саны.
number 2,
Үшінші рейting саны.
number 3, number 4,
Üçüncü reyting sаны.
number 5, number 6.
We are so lucky to have Sergey in our team.
Number 7,
Sekizinci reyting sаны.
number 8,
Onuncu reyting sаны.
number 9,
Onuncu reyting sаны.
number 10, Dear participants, please line up according to your teams. Dear team number 1, you are the Sarmatians. The Sarmatians were nomadic people that populated the Eurasian steppe. The historians believe that they first were mentioned in the chronicles of Herodotus in antiquity. Dear team number 2, you are the Sakas. The Sakas were nomadic and semi-nomadic people. The ancient chroniclers and modern researchers believe they were the eastern branch of the Scythians.
Tayfalar.
Listen up, tribes. You are all worthy representatives of your heroic nations. As roads run cross, you too will cross paths with other cultures.
Пен халық жақындасады деген даналық сөз бар бізде.
Dear tribes, now you will go into your yurts to get changed. This is your first and serious challenge. Each team will have to disassemble your yurt and prepare for a big move to the next aul, which is 5 kilometers away from here. Every team will have to allocate the tasks on disassembling the yurts between each other. Then, please stack the component of the yurt onto the carriages. Then you will travel 5 kilometers to the new location, where you will have to set up the yurts back in order to be able to sleep inside.
By the grace of the Council of the Elders, you are given carts with horses that will facilitate your relocation.
Be careful. Keep in mind that whatever you see and hear may come useful to complete the tasks.
You must remember the order of all of the components of the yurt, so that you can assemble it back later.
Dear tribes, you will now start completing the task. We will wait for you at the new location in the nearest owl. Good luck.
Tribes, you have one last chance to call your friends and family before we start. Butters, look after your tribes. Dear participants, we have explained everything to you. You can now proceed to disassembling the yurts. Good luck to you all.
I don't usually like teamwork, but today I loved it. Because we worked and acted as a single mechanism.
I think we weren't fast enough, and I think our youth was so big and so many parts.
Take it off. These sticks. These sticks. 4-1 lead us.
Shanra could have fallen at any moment. The participants kept asking silly questions, creating lots of unnecessary tension. It was very hard to bring everyone together and accomplish the task.
It's a difficult task and a very surprising one. To be honest, our yurt is bigger than the yurt of the other team.
Юрта противника.
participants have dismantled their yurts and reached the new location. However, the challenge is not over yet. They now have to build their new houses.
Давай, берем. Берем. Поднимай. Тащим сюда. Ребята!
Like a little bit crazy because we started to run away to get some sticks, to get someone get the door, and it was a little bit mess.
The most handsome person on this project is definitely Agassi. As for me, right now, I'm the leader in our team.
If you see our team building, you can understand that the Sergei Cyrulnikov is our captain, and he can lead the people very good.
Destroying and demolishing is one thing, and building and setting up is another. So it was harder than I thought.
During the building yurta, one hook fallen in my head. And I can't wait solving, and I fallen on the floor, and it was very funny.
Me and my team, we are still like one person, and we are doing it now. I'm very great.
We worked very good. Yeah, we worked as a team, and these small things, I think it's okay. Yeah, it was not a real problem, I think.
This task was pretty tough because none of us ever have built such a yurt.
After building, we a little more understand, and I see that our command understand.
But when we finally got to rest in our yurt, I was like, yes, we did it.
We rehearsed the dance. You might think that we knew it already.
Sarmatians, please come closer. 3 tribes of the Great Steppe. Today has been an eventful day. You have fulfilled your first challenge on disassembling the yurts, moving to the new place, and setting up the yurts back. Of course, setting up a yurt is not an easy matter.
Dear participants, setting up a yurt is a tricky task, but in the past, a group of women could set it up in less than an hour.
Tribes, listen up. We will now examine your new houses. Sakas, wait us here. Sarmatians, follow us.
Dear Sarmatians, we have examined your yurt and we see some mistakes. First of all, the basarkan, or the main rope, always must be tied from the front side of the uweks, not on the outer side, as you have chosen to do. Placing a shanrak correctly requires keeping a perfect balance by holding the shanrak up on 4 long diagonal uweks. This would have helped to keep your home even.
Dear tribe, you have built a beautiful home. Congratulations. The way you've organized your interior is absolutely correct. You have used Gaskor in the right way. You have placed the kimet in the right place. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
The ropes were not supposed to be loose. They're supposed to be very tight. And one oog cannot be placed in one place. Do you see how two oogs come in one place? That's a mistake. We will examine the outside of the yurt. Please, let's go outside.
Dear Sarmatians, remember, the ropes coming down from the Shanarak must always be tied to the bottom of the kerege to keep the balance and stability of the house.
Dear Sarmatians, you should not leave any ropes loose like you have done here. You should remember that you now live in harsh climate of Kazakhstan like our ancestors have done. So your homes should be stable and reliable, which is not the case right now. Sakas, please lead us to your home.
The first mistake is the wrong setup of the kerege. As you can see, the kerege are placed incorrectly. If you live in this kind of a yurt in the winter time, there is a high risk of your yurt collapsing in bad weather. As I can see, it is already falling apart.
Roots kept falling and hitting the heads of our team. It was dangerous.
This is not a joke. This is a serious matter. This is your new home. You should make it reliable.
Kazakh people have always been very hospitable, and one of the main elements of a house has always been its entrance. Take a look at your door. It doesn't open wide. You made a mistake while installing it and attaching to the kerege. This wedge must come above the door, not behind it, allowing the door to swing wide open.
Dear Sarmatians, you have built a good home, although you have made a big mistake. Your home is uneven. These walls are higher and these walls are lower. This is an unstable home. It will not withstand storm and rain. Dear Sakas, this was your first attempt at building a yurt. You have done a good job. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
You have made some mistakes here too. The corners of the felt rugs are not even, but they should be. The ropes should be tied strongly. The edges of the rug must not be hanging on the ground because they will get wet during rain. The rope coming down from the top should be tied on the bottom of the wooden kerege to keep the balance of the house. The main ropes are very loose, but they should be tied up very well.
Өте бос, қатты тынық тартып тұру керек.
I'm sure now you completely understood. Dear Sakas, these were our remarks to your homes. We hope that you understood everything. Let's go back.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Хотим двигаться. Хоп, 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 хоп.
Mutual support, understanding, and teamwork have finally prevailed in our tribes.
Both of our tribes have succeeded in accomplishing the task of the day, and I hope that they have built a really good rapport during the process.
But a golden coin can only be awarded to one team.
Indeed, but we also have silver coins additionally. But the only thing you're left to do for now is to guess what the Council of the Elders decides on the winning team. Well, whatever the council decides, one thing is for sure, the participants have had a great day and a truly unforgettable experience. lives. You have given us a day full of laughter, creativity, and inspiration. You have lived your first day as nomad.
Today, the Council of the Elders has thoroughly examined your performance during the first day on the show. We decided to award Sergey from the team of Sakas with a silver coin.
You have been awarded for good leadership, teamwork, and great sense of humor.
And Lizzie from the team of the Sarmatians receives a silver coin too.
Lizzie awarded a silver coin for agility, dedication, and great teamwork.
I'd like to remind you that 3 silver coins equal 1 golden coin.
The Council of the Elders ruled out that the Sarmatians are the winners in today's competition. The high forces were on your side today. Dear tribes, Sakas, and Sarmatians, the first day has come to an end. Sarmatians, congratulations on your first win.
Dear Sakas, you have fought courageously and honestly. But today, the free wind of the great steppe has bestowed victory upon the Sarmatians. Make peace with the loss, learn your lessons, and be prepared for tomorrow.
The winner takes it all, people say. But tomorrow is a new day, full of new surprises. If you believe in yourself, have dedication and pride, and never quit, you will be a winner. The price of the victor is high, but so is the reward. Good night. Tomorrow, our valorous warriors will earn more coins. The good spirit of the great steppe will help them in their quest for the victory. I'll tell you a legend about the surrounding nature and landscapes you enjoyed today. We are in the Sandiktau district, a picturesque place in Kazakhstan. A local legend says that a sorcerer wooed a beautiful young woman named Sandiktau in the local tract. And anyone who tried to free her turned into stone. That was how these piles of stones appeared. The sorcerer, who forgot about his curse, drank the spring water and turned into a stone resembling a camel. One of Sandiktau hills is called Camel. A sorcerer's chest full of gold, according to a legend, is hidden in these mountains. The healing aroma of the pine forest fills the place with quiet and peace. Hiking in these places brings joy and grants pleasant thoughts and memories.